Coffee with the Coach live here at Tim Hortons with head coach and general manager Kevin Hasselberg, and pretty exciting hockey weekend this weekend. Some good games. Both games were fantastic. We'll start off on Friday against the top team in the AJHL North, the Sherwood Park Crusaders.
Yeah, very highly skilled, puck control, transition type hockey team. Very good goaltending, built on depth. They've got a lot of tools there. So we played really well. I think if anything, if I can turn back time and switch one thing, it was just the guys were kind of over ready for that hockey game. I think they were really excited for the opportunity to play a team like Sherwood Park. It's a type of team we haven't seen in a while, and they wanted to win that game. But sometimes you just got to back off a little bit of the throttle and stay calm and remain focused, and better results can come from that. But certainly the determination and the effort and the want to win was there. And even though it was a loss, we were very pleased with the game.
Yeah, the way I was looking at it from the press box, there was a couple really big saves in the first period, and if we would have had the momentum, that game was ours. But it was a fantastic hockey game, great to watch. And then Saturday comes up against another team that's really strong, pretty well identical record to the Drummono Dragons, the Bonnyville Pontiacs. And they came in hungry after losing the night before in Brooks. And, Dragons played solid again and got some opportunities when they came.
Yeah, they're the Pontiacs are a team going through a tough part of their schedule. I believe they've had a string of bad results. I think that was their sixth loss in a row, and certainly with the way they played, it's not a team that maybe should have a 6-game losing streak attached to them right now. They're very physical, very hungry, very tenacious, fast. I just thought we were a little bit quicker in all those areas in that hockey game. And again, I think you can break down each individual line and an area of the game that maybe we can be a little bit better on and more impactful on. But that's going to come. And, our effort throughout that hockey game, the power play was better. And obviously throughout the weekend, the penalty kill was phenomenal. So, and we got the win. So we're definitely happy with that.
And confidence is building from the back end out. Having Daniel Allen back in the lineup, he's played solid ever since he's come back. He's looks like the Daniel Allen we saw last year. Yeah,
we're very happy with how things kind of came together at the deadline. We, a lot of work went into it. These aren't necessarily player-for-player transactions. It's just a matter of managing your roster and all that comes with managing your roster. So we were fortunate that Daniel came back to us, but we're also very fortunate to have picked up a player of the caliber of Chris Kerr, who fans are going to get to see in his first action since, I believe, early November here Tuesday night against Camrose. So he's been working really hard in practice, a tremendous teammate, much like Daniel is. So between all three of those goaltenders that we have on our roster right now, we couldn't be happier and more excited for what the outlook looks like for the rest of the year.
Well, you've alluded to it. The Dragons are busy again this week. We've got another game coming up here against the Camrose Kodiaks, which have been battles every single time we met them this year. Going to be an exciting one for the fans to watch here on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think the start's going to be critical in that one. We've typically had poor starts against the Camrose Kodiaks, and they've typically had really explosive starts. So, it's a team that's been nipping at our heels all year, and they're looking at the standings thinking that if we can catch them, we'll overtake that third spot. I put all those things aside. We get to play them 2 more times here before the end of the season, and we weren't happy with our last effort, even though we won in Camrose. They took 2 points from us in that New Year's game. So we want to get back on track with this against this particular opponent, and I know our guys will be geared up and ready to go today in their preparation for that game.
And then not much time between then and we head on the road, head up to Fort Mac and Bonnyville this weekend. Of course, we just saw Bonnyville here just a little while ago. We just saw Fort Mac just a little while ago. So you start looking at these two teams that we're going to be facing, and we know who we're going to be facing.
Yeah, that north trip it's a devil in disguise. it is not an easy trip to make. We're one game short of the traditional 3-game where Lloydminster is a Sunday afternoon contest. So, that might take a little bit of the load off. But at the end of the day, when you're going into Thickwood Heights Arena in Fort McMurray and you're going into the R.J. Lalonde facility in Bonnyville, there's another element to those teams when they're playing in their rink. Whether it's the crowd, whether it's just the tradition that comes with playing there, those teams get ready to play. So it'll be it'll be a crazy atmosphere in both those situations. I know our guys will be excited to it. We're gonna have fun on that bus. Hey, the 7-hour drive up north, and obviously the long drive back home. But it's always a better trip when you come home with 4 points versus no points.
Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to that, and we'll be back here on next Monday talking about those 4 points we're hoping.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Thanks again, Kevin.
Thank you, Jace.